Welcome to my house. I'm a stand-up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land.
Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway, not for the asphalt racetrack, but for dirt racing here in Bristol, Tennessee, for the World of Thunder Esports League Street Stocks, Miller Family Trucking Street Stocks, week number 9. I'm Alex Robinson, joined by Dominic Foster and Brett Wheeler in the producer's chair for this action. 16 cars in the pits for tonight's racing action. And Dom, this is the first time I actually get to visit this racetrack since they got out with this.
You haven't been to Bristol yet, Alex?
No, I have not been to Bristol yet.
Oh, man, you are missing out. Bristol's a fun track. But take a look at our qualifying lineup here. Bill Miller tops the chart. James Massey, Carl Kilgore, Jordan Gage, and William Hargraves round out your top 5.
So again, 16 cars took times there. 16 cars have entered for the Street Stocks here tonight, so it should be 2 heat races on tap, and heat race number 1 on the pole, the 34 of Bill Miller to the outside, your points leader coming into tonight, Precision Performance 21 of Carl Kilgore.
Starting third, the 77 of William Hargraves for Dirt Panda to his outside, the 14 of Jacob McCoy for the McCoy Brothers Racing.
Donnie Batiste in that 119, he starts in the 5th spot to the outside, it's the 22 of Brennan Weeks.
Starting 7th is the 999 of Corey Sibley for Tail Tagging Motorsports. So is outside the 8 of Jeremy Vaughn.
So 8 cars in heat race number 1. This has your points leader of Carl Kilgore in here, as well as your second place car of William Hargraves. So 2 heat races. You have Hargraves, you have Kilgore in this one. You're going to probably have Bergeron, Massey in that second heat race. And every point so crucial coming into tonight with only 2 races left.
Yeah, Alex, this is my first night actually with the Street Stocks, so give me an idea of who I should actually be on the lookout for here in these Street Stocks.
Carl Kilgore.
Well, obviously, you said that since he's the points leader, but besides your obvious points leader choice.
Well, I mean, let's see. There's Kilgore with 4 wins. There's Bergeron with 1. There's Massey with 2. So those are your only 3 winners. We only have 3 winners, I'm pretty sure, this whole season. Oh, sorry, and Kyle Surratt has 1. So 4 winners through 8 weeks so far,
So what I'm hearing is Kilgore is the one to keep an eye out for no matter where he's at on that track.
Oh, yeah. Kilgore and Hargraves, those 2 have went at it for a while. Bill Miller, he got quick time here tonight, so he's looking to – he's one of those sleepers to watch out for. And in March, upsets can happen left and right.
Oh, yeah. I think everyone's bracket is busted in March Madness right now, so –
That's right. Everyone keep an eye out on that one. UltimateDirtTV will have a March Madness thing coming up here in about a week or 2. So next couple days, keep a lookout on Facebook for an update on our little March Madness thing we got going on here at UltimateDirtTV. But Dom, yeah, my bracket was busted day 1.
Yeah, mine was busted day 1, and then I made a second chance bracket just because I wanted to, and it got busted again. So I'm done with it.
But green flag is out. Will there be an upset here on Carl Kilgore in heat race number 1 into turn 1 here at Bristol Motor Speedway? Kilgore, Miller, side by side. Those 2 go exit of turn number 2. And there is William Hargraves. Watch that Dirt Panda 71 machine as he goes to the inside of Bill Miller. Miller in the 34, Hargraves in that 71.
Yeah, Alex, I don't know if you watched the Bristol Dirt Nationals, just kind of looking how it was. Everyone single files out, start out with till that track starts coming in and gets a little bit wider there.
And this track is a newer track, but also a tricky track for some of these drivers. And this is the first time I've seen some previews of sprint cars on here, not the Street Stocks, but these guys look comfortable with it. And Kilgore, well, he's looking comfortable like he is all the time in these Street Stocks out in front.
Yeah, but Hargraves looking at the inside of Bill Miller. He's actually going to take the second spot away from there, but Miller's going to stay on the outside, try and get that run coming off there. But Hargraves just looks too strong coming from that bottom side. As he gets into the side of Miller, Miller takes second place back.
Miller on that outside. He takes back the second spot, but not for long because Hargraves comes right back to the inside. Kilgore, he's saying, I'm going to watch you 2 battle in the mirror, but I am off to the races here. We're closing in on 4 down, 4 to go. A little bit more contact between Hargraves and Miller. Hargraves takes over the second spot, but look out. Jacob McCoy, Donnie Batiste, Brennan Weeks, those guys catching up on the top 3.
Yeah, Hargraves takes a commanding over second place. Bill Miller's going to be looking to the top side against. He seems to be strong in that top. Josh going to follow Hargraves into the corner. McCoy going to run a bit higher line there.
These cars are trying to find a line here. Miller holds on to third. McCoy, though, he's right on that back bumper. He is going to follow him around this racetrack, but there's also Brennan Weeks. Watch him. He's been looking sharp throughout the season. Just hasn't been able to put the consistency together to get those top fives and top threes like the other three have in Kilgore, Hargraves, and Miller. So we're closing in 2 to run here. Kilgore, Hargraves, Miller, still your top three.
Yeah, Bill Miller went from first to third. He looks like he's done losing these spots. It's going to make it real difficult for McCoy to get around there, as McCoy's going to stay on that back bumper, but can't really get anything going to actually get around them here as they're coming out of turn number 3.
White flag in the air, and like most heat races for that 21 of Kilgore, he's still out in front, but there's that 71H of William Hargraves right on the back bumper. Will Hargraves try and make a move for the win? As you see there, they go into turn 3 and 4. It looks like Carl Kilgore in the 21. He wins heat race number 1. William Hargraves second. And, oh, man, they're just close behind everyone else.
Yeah, we have to wait for our official results to see who actually took that 4th place. There's a pretty good battle going on there for 4th at the end of that, Alex.
So there it is. Kilgore, Hargraves, Miller, your top 3. Jacob McCoy takes that 4th spot with Brendan Weeks in 5th. And you see that top 5 all separated under a second. So Kilgore wasn't as dominating as usual when sometimes he knocks off and wins by over 2 seconds. But heat race number 2 and on the pole, it's going to be Jamie Massey for Extreme Savage. To the outside, the 13, it's Jordan Gage.
Starting third, the 26 to Sage Luther. To his outside for Team ABR Esports, it's the 12 of Alex Bergeron.
The 9, Jax Young. He starts in the 5th spot. To the outside, the 78, it's Stephen Radunes.
The 73 of Stephen Moore for Bulletproof Motorsports will start 7th to his outside. The 340 of Mike Augustine will round out your field.
So another 8 cars. This will be your 16-car field. Everyone has made so far. Let's see. Did everyone make the call for this heat race? Mike Augustine. So 15 cars. 15 cars have made the call for their heat races today. And again, Bergeron starting in 3rd. So he's going to be one to keep your eye out on. Actually, sorry, he's starting in 4th. He's going to be one to keep your eye out on. Not as strong as some of these other guys, but again, you have Massey, Gage, Luther, all these guys who have been running street stocks and running them well. Bergeron, we know. Watch out for that later on tonight. Sprint cars, that 410 championship closing in. And Bergeron, I think with a win, Bergeron can lock that up. That's true.
Well, Alex, as you see here, though, I don't know if Bergeron, he started on that top side. And as you saw, that top side wasn't really an easy pass to make for these guys going through here in heat race number 1. So might be a bit of the same in heat race number 2.
As these guys are going to hope that this track widens up and slicks off a little bit there. As you see, that cushion is right there in the middle of the track still. There's still a lot of rough stuff there. Green flag out, though. Massey gets a good start, but Gage, Bergeron goes right to that inside now as he's going to go right after that zero machine of Jordan Gage. Gage on the outside, Bergeron on the inside. And watch that 12 machine, how he works. You know he's familiar with the bottom side anywhere he goes. And he's going to get comfortable with Jordan Gage on the outside.
Yeah, Sage Luther got sleeping there, as my words are not really good for me today, Alex, but Bergeron's now up in 2nd place as he found out that bottom side might be the way to go around this. Now he's got to follow Massey going into 3.
As Bergeron, you know, famous for that 3-time World of Outlaw champion in the sprint car division. He's looking to add on to that hardware and win here in the Miller Family Trucking Street Stocks. And if he wants to keep that championship hopes alive, a strong finish is what he needs here. So a good starting spot might be the way to get it here tonight. He's sitting in the 2nd spot. You see the battles. Jax Young in the 5th spot right now. But there's Stephen Moore, Stephen Radunes. All these guys want to start further up in this field.
Yeah, looks like Jack Sean's going to take that 5th spot, though. He's actually making that outside work. Bergeron has been closing that gap on Massey, staying right there, just waiting for a small little slip up. As Bergeron doesn't make very many, but he's great at capitalizing on slip ups from other people.
Yes, Bergeron there calculating with 4 down, 4 to run here for heat race number 2. The 12 machine of Alex Bergeron, the 2 of Jamie Massey. These two cars both have a win under their belt this season. They're looking to compete for a championship here. And with 1 week after this, it's going to come down to the wire in points if one of them can knock off Carl Kilgore, and Massey looking to start to the outside of Kilgore if he wants to win.
Yeah, that outside might be the way to start here, as you might be able to get a run. Jordan Gage keeps peeking the inside of Sage Luther, though, in for that third spot. The question is, though, did Gage wait too long to start peeking underneath, or is he got something working here that Luther is now going to contest Bergeron for second?
Bergeron in the second spot. Sage Luther still in third. You see Jordan Gage trying to go to the inside there as well. That inside line still working strong for the 12 machine as he holds off the 26 of Sage Luther. That 26 machine, he's going to slide up in front. Bergeron slides up in front. That opens the door, though, because Luther comes to the inside of Bergeron with the white flag in the air.
Yeah, that little slipping by Bergeron may have been what Luther needed, as now Gage going to look to his inside and actually get into the back of Sage, giving Bergeron plenty of room as Massey's going to take us into 3 for the final time.
Jamie Massey down the front straightaway. The 2 machine, he wins heat race number 2. Bergeron, Sage Luther, your top 3.
Alex, I don't know if that track's going to widen up just enough yet, but it looked like it might be starting to widen up a bit as you saw more people going to the top side there in heat race number 2.
So now, quick warm-up session, ladies and gentlemen. Brett Wheeler, commercial. So there's your heat race number 2 results. Massey, Bergeron, Sage Luther, your top 3. Gage, Raduns, Moore, Yon, and Mike Augustine round out the field. Ladies and gentlemen, while these guys get a feel for the track before feature time, we will be back after these great words by our great sponsors here at UltimateDirtTV. And we are back here at Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee for the Miller Family Trucking Street Stocks. For the World of Thunder Esports League, I'm Alex Robinson, Dominic Foster again. Brett Wheeler in the producer's chair. It's feature time here, ladies and gentlemen, starting from the back. Starting in the 16th spot, it's the 340 of Mike Augustine. 15th, tail tagging Motorsports, the 999 of Corey Sibley.
Starting 14th, it's the 9 of Jack Shawn. To his inside, the 8 of Jeremy Vaughn.
Starting in the 12th spot, Bulletproof Motorsports, the 73 of Stephen Moore. To the inside, the 119, it's Donnie Batiste.
Starting 10th, it's the 78 of Steven Raduns. To his inside, the 22 of Brendan Weeks for Mid-South Dirt Slingers.
Row number 4, to the outside, Mid-South Dirt Slingers. 13, it's Jordan Gage. To the inside, McCoy Brothers. 14 of Jacob McCoy.
Starting in 6th place, we've got the 26 of Sage Luther to his inside for Mid-South Dirt Slingers at 34 of Bill Miller.
Starting in row number 2 to the outside, Team ABR Esports, it's the 12 of Alex Bergeron. To the inside, Dirt Panda, 71H, William Hargraves.
Starting in 2nd place, it's the 2 for Extreme Savage Racing, Jamie Massey. To his inside, the 21 of Carl Kilgore for Precision Performance Racing.
You want to hear? So Brett's picking Kilgore. Dom, who you picking?
You know, I don't watch this. I haven't watched many of the street stock races because I've always been busy getting the real car ready. But I'm gonna go with William Hargraves sitting in 3rd place.
I'll go with Massey. But the scary thing is here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All 4 of them. That's your 1, 2, 3, and 4 in points right now, with Kilgore in 1st, Hargraves in 2nd, Bergeron in 3rd, and Massey in 4th. Points are on the line going into championship week next week. This is a big one.
How much of a lead does Kilgore have in points, Alex? Do you know? 55 points. So an upset here will leave things wide open next week for a championship race.
Brett's guaranteeing it here that Carl Kilgore is not going to lose here tonight. We will find out. Pace truck off the track. Green flag is out. Feature time here at Bristol. Carl Kilgore leads us to the green flag in the turn 1 and 2. It's Carl Kilgore, Jamie Massey, and William Hargraves right now. Those two battling side by side, and already a caution.
Man, Alex, what'd you do to get us a caution already?
I said nothing. Looking, there's the 14 of Jacob McCoy. Hits the slick, and well,
Yeah, that looks just like the Bristol Dirt Nationals too. That one car got a little sideways, everyone avoids, and he just hits that inside wall just right.
Did you see the Supers last night at Bristol?
Oh, I watched the entire show last night. That was a race.
How about Superman getting done?
Man, Superman checked out, went to Gapplebee's, got the 2 for 20 at Gapplebee's, and got dessert while he was out.
So now, you see, that was just the hype show. That was the first taste of what you have at Bristol. Next week, you get the trucks, you get the cup cars. Then you go and you get the World of Outlaw late models, and you also get the UMPs. Then to close it out, sprint cars and big blocks.
You know, Alex, I'm not going to lie. I more than likely won't be watching the cup cars at Bristol just because it doesn't interest me as much as, you know, watching the World of Outlaw guys actually take to Bristol.
You want to know the great part, though? And the great part about iRacing? All the cars that are at Bristol in the coming weeks are all on the server. All of them can be run at Bristol. So if you want to be like the big dogs, get yourself an iRacing account. Get yourself Bristol, get yourself the cars, and guess what? You can be on this track just like the rest of these boys.
Alex, you'll be on this track a little bit later tonight too, won't you?
Don't you wish that on me. I don't know yet.
I look forward to seeing you in the DirtFan.com 410 sprints later on tonight.
You and nobody else. That's about it. You're the only one that looks forward to seeing me on the track. But lights are out on the pace truck.
You know, Alex, the one thing, maybe iRacing will put the Dirtles into Bristol to keep people from that bottom side. That would make it a little bit more interesting.
No.
Are you saying that because you run the bottom side there?
I like the bottom side. You know who else likes the bottom side? Our producer. You know who I don't need to see go to the outside and hit the outside wall? Our producer.
Well, just avoid the Dirtles then.
No, just make it easy. Don't have them. Good track prep. That's what we have here on iRacing and the World of Thunder Esports League. But green flag back out here, and we're going to try and stay green here as Kilgore going to lead us back into turn number 1 and 2. Massey, you see, he has that second spot. Hargraves in third, but Hargraves right on that back bumper. These are your top three right now, all three battling for those points, and it's going to be one of those coming down to the dire line to the end of the season. But you see Bergeron back there. He has a lot of company.
Yeah, Bergeron's leading 4th and 5th place. As you see, Bill Miller and Sage Luther there battling for 5th, but Bergeron trying to close in the gap to Hargraves there. As I see Sage looking to the outside of Bill Miller, as it looks like that top side might be coming in a bit more there, Alex. That might be the way to go around right now.
As you'll see in these 30 laps, the lines will change a lot, especially for these street stocks, but it's not pushed up to the wall yet, and that's one of those things I want to see this track get pushed up to the wall and see where these guys go throughout the track. Carl Kilgore, though, has some company because here comes Jamie Massey.
Yeah, Massey, keep looking to the inside of Kilgore. Just put his nose in there, letting him know I'm right there behind you. But Hargrave's going to get a great run there, get up on the backside of Massey. As I see Bergeron in the shot trying to catch up to the 3rd place.
Kilgore, Massey, and Hargraves, and we talked about it last week. Hargraves, Dirt Panda Racing, they've been strong in the street stock division. Massey been working with Kilgore, and it's another one. Teacher versus student. Can Massey get the job done this week, though, with that 21 of Carl Kilgore helping him out? But here he has to worry about William Hargraves, because Hargraves coming and sneak to the inside. Hargraves going to go to the inside on that bottom side. He has him by a nose and down the front straightaway.
Man, what a move by Hargraves there. But Hargraves and Massey get into it, and they are actually both into the wall. Hargraves is over. Oh, and Massey is over as well, too, with some extra contact. Alex did pick Massey. That is true.
You know what a bad thing is, Dom?
I picked Hargraves, so, both of our guys.
So if we haven't noticed, here's Hargraves, here's Massey, and, well...
So the question is, would that be on your guy or would that be on my guy?
I think that'd just be on both of our faults, because if you haven't noticed, every time me and you call races together, both of the guys that we pick wreck.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
The one thing I love, Brett Wheeler must care about me a lot, because the past few people that he has hired, not only is my curse a real thing, but now you have a curse. Trevor has a curse.
Trevor's curse is much worse than what your curse is.
Oh, I know. It's great.
Trevor's curse, well, if he talks about you in practice, you're going to die in the future. But look at how many cars we have out, Alex.
So now, the only chance that Hargraves and Massey stay in this points race is if Carl Kilgore, 1, does not win. But 2, you need to bear some miracle to happen and Carl Kilgore drops back to that 10th or 11th spot for you to stay in this points chase. If you're the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron, you're smiling a little bit, because this is at least going to close you in on that 2nd spot.
Yeah, it's going to close in Bergeron there. And he actually looked like he was starting to come up and figure this track out a bit more as well, too. As he was starting to pull up there, but Sage Luther and Bill Miller also sitting behind, too. Were right on Bergeron's tail. So they 1, 2, 3, and 4 might be having a good battle again here. So we might not have missed out too much of a battle there, Alex.
Well, and here's the thing. We talked about it during the break. Alex Bergeron with that sprint car win last week. He is tied for 3rd all-time in the World of Thunder Esports League's wins. Can he get it done here in the street stocks and don't have to worry about, passing Dylan Wilson? If he can win here, he'll pass him by 1. If he can win that sprint cars, Dylan Wilson would have to win 2 to even come close, have to catch up. So Bergeron right now, 1, it's an accomplishment to be 3rd in that all-time list. But if he can take it all for himself, that's going to be a cherry on top of a day for that 12 machine.
So, Alex, who's ahead of him then in all-time wins?
You have Evan C. with his wins last week. He's at 37. And then Mr. Moneybags, Blake Machulis, with an outstanding 52 wins all-time here on the World of Thunder Esports League.
That's a lot of wins there. And we'll see most of those guys later on tonight, won't we, Alex?
Yes, you will. But Bergeron right now, he has the biggest chance. He is one of the only drivers to have a chance to go 4 for 4 in World of Thunder this season, as he has run all 4 series, and he has run them pretty well this season with him in the top 4 here. He has already locked up that sprint car title. He's up by 200 points in sprint cars. So this man looking to go 4 for 4. Can he do it as he has to get by that 21 machine who is still leading? And look, here comes Bill Miller.
Yeah, Bill Miller looking to that inside. He's going to try and get it on Bergeron there. As Bergeron gets a pretty good run coming out of that corner there, though. Bill Miller has to tuck in behind Bergeron and keep it going. We are single file 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with 6th place looking underneath number 5.
As you see, Steven Raduns, he is back on the track. So is Massey. So Massey right now, he is just fighting and hoping and praying that he can just gain some spots one by one to maybe even stay in the points chase. But you see Luther, he has some contact there with Brendan Weeks. Luther drops back now. He has to worry about Jordan Gage as Weeks going to go after that 34, his former teammate of Bill Miller.
Yeah, as Luther's going to get some contact with Gage there, but Bergeron is right on Kilgore's back. It's almost like there's a toe strap attached to him, and he's just following almost the exact same line there. But Bergeron is now going to just keep picking this spot, wait for Kilgore to make that one mistake.
As you see, Kilgore, Bergeron, Miller, your top 3 right now. Down the front straightaway, we have 11 in the books with Kilgore leading all 11 laps so far. Bergeron right behind him, though, Miller. You see that battle back there with Weeks and Sage Luther. There's only 13 cars on the track, but everywhere you look, there has been battles throughout. You have Bergeron, you have Miller trying to gain on that 21 machine.
Yeah, Bergeron's going to try and take Kilgore, that first place from Kilgore, and move up in points as well, too. But Bill Miller has another idea as he's looking there. Brendan Weeks going to close in the gap as well, too, to Miller. Sage Luther going to keep closing at Brendan Weeks. So we got 5 cars getting ready to be under a blanket here pretty quickly.
If you see, Bergeron has been running quicker laps than Carl Kilgore, and it shows as he is catching up to that 21 right on the back bumper. He's following him and following those lines really well, but now he is right there. He could duck to the inside, he could go to the outside, see where he can go. But watch that 12 machine try and make a move here as we close in on halfway.
And you see Brendan Weeks got into the back of Bill Miller there. Miller had to move up, lost one spot. Now he's got to deal with Sage Luther for that 4th spot, as Luther's going to go to the inside and try and take 4th away from him.
Sage Luther now, he's in that 4th spot. As keep an eye, Bill Miller, though, he's been a man on a mission today. He's at quick time. That 34 machine has a quick car. He's right there on that cushion. As you see, that cushion really hasn't pushed up much yet today. As that 34 machine, he is up there and battling. Look at the run he has got in the corners here as he is getting it out of the corner to take back that 4th spot.
Yeah, he takes back 4th spot. Sage Luther going to tuck in behind him there. That little battle, though, gave Kilgore and Bergeron enough room to get away as Brendan Weeks could try and run them down. We have 13 laps left to go, and Bergeron is still directly behind Kilgore, just waiting for that move.
Kilgore sitting there trying to calculate what Bergeron's going to do behind him there. And if you're that 21 machine, you know he's coming. So what can you possibly do to hold him off? Change a line, see if it's quicker. But that 3-time championship mentality, he might know what is coming from the leader and how to hold it off here. But watch out, Brendan Weeks catching up to these front 2.
Yeah, Weeks trying to make himself in that picture there. Kilgore has a mirror full of a 3-time champion behind him, but he gets actually a little separation there as Kilgore gets a little bit beyond Bergeron. Bergeron going to try and run him down again, though, as he's not as close as he was before, but he just keeps getting inside that middle of the corner.
Carl Kilgore holds on to the lead as we're nearing 10 to go. Kilgore, Bergeron, Weeks still your top 3 with Miller and Luther. That top 5, they've all been there since the start, since that last green flag. So, can they all stay there? Jordan Gage right now, he's on the outside of that top 5. But that 13 machine, that 999, even look at Jack Schoen. Jack Schoen, this is only his 2nd race of the season in these street stocks. He's in the top 10.
Yeah, Alex, take a look there, though. 3 and 4 is a totally different line for Bergeron than it is for Kilgore, as Kilgore actually gets a rate away from him there. But when they go up to 1 and 2, Bergeron reels him in every single time. Kilgore may have something running through that bottom side there.
And Brendan Weeks in the 3rd spot. He is a mover and groover tonight. He's up 6 spots to the 3rd spot. So he started in that 9th spot. He's up to 3rd. And he's looking for a better spot here as he's catching up here. Going to go to the bottom side. You see Bergeron. He's going to slide up there. See if that slider line's there. Having a little bit of mechanical issues, but he's back. Bergeron, Kilgore, though, still 1 and 2. And, well, are you surprised at this point anymore?
No, not really. But take a look at Bill Miller, though. Every time Brendan Weeks goes to throw one of those slide jaws, Miller checks up just a little bit. He gets a great run through the middle of these corners here. You just have to keep checking up for Brendan Weeks. Question is, how long will he keep checking up, or will he just go all the way around?
Bill Miller, again, you see how quick that car is. Is he going to try and make a desperation move to get in the podium, or is he content with the fourth place finish? But there's Kilgore, there's Bergeron, still 1 and 2, and man, who's broke? Is that
might be Massey there, who, since he's on the track, is trying to get some points.
There's Massey. It might be Donnie Batiste as well, because I think both of them got collected, and both of them have major damage. Yep, there they are. And, well, they're looking like bang bangers tonight.
They are, but look at this here. Brendan Weeks has caught up to Bergeron. We've got about 5 laps left. Kilgore has actually moved away here, and Bergeron now still with Brendan Weeks directly on his tail.
As you see, Weeks trying to go to the inside of Bergeron. Bergeron holds that top side, the 12, the 22. Bergeron going to try and shut the door here. 5 to run here at Bristol. Carl Kilgore still out in front. Now we're going to make it a 3-car battle. There's Bill Miller, the 34 of Miller. Going to go right behind Brendan Weeks. Both of them trying to make a move on that 12 machine. They're both going to take it. Now Bergeron drops back to 4th, but he's trying that top side. He is going to live and die by the top right now if he can stay in a podium spot. But there's Sage Luther as well. 4 cars battling for that podium spot as Weeks holds on to 2nd, Bergeron in 3rd, but he's battling with that 34 of Bill Miller.
Yeah, that's exactly what Carl Kilgore wants to see in that virtual mirror, though, as those cars battle. He gets to move back, but Brendan Weeks has now moved in front of Bergeron. Sage Luther going to try and take that spot away from him. Bill Miller's still on the inside, trying to make that work. But looks like that topside run there. And, Alex, how would that feel, though, if you're Brendan Weeks to say, I passed Alex Bergeron at Bristol on the top side?
It would be a great story, but he's still got to hold him off for 2 to run.
Hey, Brett, you know what? Some people got to take their victories when they can get them, though.
But can he get it? You see Bergeron going to go to the inside here. He's going to try and make a move for the 2nd spot. Contact between the 2 of them. As now Bill Miller, he slips into 4th, Luther into 3rd, but white flag in the air. And just watch as that Extreme Savage 21 of Carl Kilgore down the back straightaway. And, well, boys, he might have just wrapped this points we got to see at the end of this race. But Carl Kilgore inches closer to a points championship here at Bristol with a win in the street stocks. Kilgore wins. Luther in 2nd. Bergeron 3rd. I think 3rd. But
I don't know. There was a drag race there, but we have a wreck on the front stretch coming to the... And that looked like... It looks like McCoy there, who actually got into the inside wall on the final lap there, Alex. But we're going to have to wait to see these official results to see who actually took 3rd and 4th there.
So there it is. Carl Kilgore wins. Sage Luther in 2nd. Alex Bergeron 3rd. Bill Miller 4th. Brendan Weeks in 5th.
Corey Silby 6th. Jack Young 7th. Jordan Gage 8th. Jeremy Vaughn 9th. Donnie Batiste in 10th. Round out your top 10 there.
Jamie Massey in 11th. Jacob McCoy 12th. Stephen Radunes in 13th. Stephen Moore 14th. William Hargraves. And, well, Mike Augustine. That is your 16-car final results for here at Bristol. And while we make our way down to Victory Lane, we will be back after these quick words from our great sponsors. And we are back here at Bristol for the Miller Family Trucking Street Stocks, and coming home with a win once again, it's that 21, Carl Kilgore, and well, Brett picked you. Brett said you weren't going to be beat here tonight, and well, you showed that he is always right.
Oh, yeah, man. When I found out we had done swapped from Lernerville to here, we raised hell at Extreme Savage because we've been good here lately.
And now talk about this track, a newer track and a tougher track, is you really don't know what you're going to get with this track here at Bristol, but you showed that you were a man on a mission to secure yet another win.
Oh, yeah. We actually ended up running a little bit different line than what I'd normally been running here. Normally, you're running the same line for both corners, and kind of got a little different racetrack tonight as we got to run the top of 1 and 2 and the bottom of 3 and 4, or that little bit of a kind of a middle line is what I finished the race on through 3 and 4.
Well, you said about Extreme Savage. I see a lot of good sponsors on that car. You park them in victory lane again. Who is behind the scenes helping out that 21 machine?
Oh, yeah. Like you said, Extreme Savage is always behind us. Lizard Whip Pit Light, Small Change Designs, Raised Energy, Rage Designs, ML Performance, SRI, Renegade Race Fuel, and special shout out to, I always got to give it to Keith and Jamie. Man, them two guys are probably one of the two hardest working guys I know when it comes to this stuff other than myself. And got to thank everybody else at Extreme Savage, Jordan, Lane Smith, Lane Phillips, Dale Slides, Johnny Ratley, and all of them. We all take this thing very seriously when we come to league races and money races, and we come to dominate, and I feel like that's what we're doing. So we're going to keep moving.
Dominating indeed. 79 points. You're going into 79 points separate him and the second place car of Alex Bergeron. But coming home in second tonight, it is Sage Luther. Dom, you're with Sage.
Yeah, I caught up to Sage down here. Sage, you had a heck of a run there. Talk us through how you made it through that field. Well, I did have Sage there for a bit. Alex, he said he had to be back in just a second, though, so we might not be able to get him just this time right now.
So, coming home in third, now Dom, you're with our third place finisher of Alex Bergeron in that 12 machine.
Yeah, I caught up to Alex there. Alex, you had Carl Kilgore. You're right on him for most of that race. What happened there towards the end of that?
We definitely had some damage to the front end. Felt like that slowed my car down with the engine a little bit, especially just like this track being like Daytona almost. You have some draft and the motor eats up a little bit. Felt like I got a bit slower there, and I was flat all the way around. So definitely feel like we definitely had a good car. I just got tangled up in that incident on the front straightaway, and I feel like I killed us around there a little bit. But I think third place is really good.
Yeah, Alex, we thought you actually avoided that there, but if that got you, I was wondering where that front damage came from there, but you still had Carl Kilgore up there right towards the end of that, and then you got passed by Brennan Weeks there, who was that top side broken for you? You look like you're going to live or die by it there.
Yeah, it was really good. Definitely didn't put any practice laps pretty much around here with these cars. So, it feels great to come home in third here in the podium and run good like this. We struggled a bit in qualifying. Didn't really know where the line was, but in the heat race, we managed to get some laps in and figure out the track really and just make some changes to the setups and get ready to go for the feature there. So, definitely feel like we improved a lot since the beginning of the season, like we mentioned before. And I feel like next week is going to be good.
Yeah, next week will definitely be good there. But you got into that podium spot. So who on that car would you like to thank for helping you get to third place?
As always, everybody at Team ABRE Sports, Jason, Rebecca, everybody that helps us out, all of our partners, CSI Shocks, Pelagica, BK Designs, Martin Chrome Equipments, ABS Setup Shop, Stucco, CD Cinematography, and you guys for broadcasting. An awesome job all the time, and Will of Thunder for putting this league up and having us run on Sunday nights. So definitely can't wait for the other 3 races here tonight.
Yeah, Alex, that was Alex Bergeron, your third place winner there.
And now, like we were saying, this is going to wrap up race number 1. Carl Kilgore up, going into... We're going to try. Nope, nothing. We were trying to chase down Sage Luther, but nothing from him. So, going into championship week next week, Carl Kilgore, 687 points to Alex Bergeron, 608. William Hargraves in third with 602. So there's a chance. There's a slight chance. But right now with another win, that 21 machine of Carl Kilgore looks like he is closing in on locking down Miller Family Trucking street stocks. And Dom, being your first race, how'd you like the action here at Bristol?
Well, I mean, Alex, Bristol's always a fun track to watch there because you get to see the max performance out of most of these cars. And as you know, Bergeron said there before, just a little bit of damage really made a whole difference for him. So really benefits the safe drivers there for that one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that looks like it is going to wrap things up here for the first race of our 4 racing night. World of Thunder would like to thank all their sponsors: Mimi's Makey's Emotions, Warrior Logistics, Miller Family Trucking, DirtFan.com, Grace Productions, Worldwide iRacing League Association, Envision Custom Graphics, Mid-South Dirt Slingers, SRW, Rocket Racing Setups, and Dig Setup Shop. UltimateDirtTV likes to thank their sponsors of World of Thunder Esports League: Heatwave Designs, SRT Australia, FEGPC, I think I got them all, and Rocket Racing Setups. That will do it here for Dominic Foster, Brett Wheeler in the producer's chair. I'm Alex Robinson. Coming up next, it is the DirtFan.com 410 Wing Sprint Cars live from Bristol for the World of Thunder Esports League. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, have a good afternoon.